Hey Astro Kids, and welcome back. This is your January 2020 horoscope for Leo, Sun, Moon, or Rising. So if you are new to this channel, don't forget to hit the subscribe button as well as the notification bell so that you don't miss out on any new content. And of course, if you enjoyed this, don't forget to hit the thumbs up. If you're watching this on Instagram, feel free to leave a like as well as sharing this out. So starting off, we have the World card. And so there is this massive opportunity that is opening up to you. You have a lot of options. You have a lot to experience moving into January 2020. And ultimately, this is a big thing that you'll see throughout 2020 as we do have this Jupiter and Capricorn energy opening up doorways of experience through the work that you put in. But there's also this shift in the nodes that we'll see in the spring, where the North Node does move into Gemini, opening up these new possibilities and doorways to you. As for a lot of you, Gemini is back in your 11th house of your hopes, your dreams, your social circles. And so these things opening up to you in your experience. But there is something here about how this is an option. For a lot of you, you have to choose to open up these doorways for you. You have to choose to take on these opportunities that are waiting for you. So there is this major abundance that is coming through for you. And we get that highlighted again by the King of Pentacles here, that this is your moment, Leo, of bringing in abundance and hope and joy and all the things that you want to bring into your life. Big doorways are opening up for you on this journey. But there is something here about how, remember that Capricorn would be your 8th house, dealing with this transformation, right? You have to go through this transformation. You have to accept this journey. You have to be willing to go through this process. And this is where this abundance, this doorway, is an opportunity to you where you can either take it or not. But this is for you to step into your power and to claim your full abundance and everything that is waiting for you in your life. And it's interesting that we talk about how you have to go through this process, because we do have the 5 of Swords here, where this is about needing to go through a lesson, needing to learn, to experience. And so here with this, there is sort of this need to shift your thoughts or your perspective, your belief systems, to see a different way, to see something differently. And this is coming through very strongly for you, as this is a time to learn and experience new things in the process of you have to keep a neutral perspective. You have to keep an open mind. And this goes back to this North Node that will be in Gemini in the spring of 2020. That Gemini is a sign where you have to keep an open mind in order to experience new things, right? Gemini, the curiosity of Gemini comes from having a neutral point of view, from having an open mind, from being open to experiencing brand new opportunities coming into your life. And there is something big about how we will have a Venus retrograde on top of this Gemini North Node, where there is going to come up a question of, in relationships, in finances, in anything that you're attached to, does it hold value? Does it hold worth to you? And this is a big question that's going to come up for you. So you have to find the things that hold value, that hold worth, that serve you in your life to fulfill this desire for abundance, to fulfill everything that you have an opportunity to bring into your life. You have to examine in your life what is really worth it and what is just doing the same old experiences from the past. And so this is a big question that will come up for you, especially with Gemini being back in that 11th house. For those of you who have that in your 11th house, that 11th house is your place of hopes and dreams, right? Everything that comes from reaching the top, reaching for that success. And so that'll be a big thing that will come through for you, for a lot of you, will be, is it really worth it? Does it really hold value? And for many of you who have this midheaven point in Taurus, especially, you're going to want to question what holds the value, what holds the worth in your life. Because this Taurus midheaven, remember that Taurus is a sign that only wants things that are sustainable, that only wants things that hold value, that hold worth, right? So as you're reaching the top, as you're reaching your success, your achievements, it has to be something that holds worth and value in it. It can't be something that is old, that is tied to this old sense of safety and comfort, but that actually serves you on a highest level. And as we talk about your hopes and dreams, there is something here where Pisces is in reverse, because for a lot of you, this is something where you're going to have to take these hopes and dreams and do something with them. You're going to have to make it tangible. You're going to have to make it concrete and physical in your reality, right? So this is your time. This is your moment to bring in this success, this experience, this opportunity. But it is through this Jupiter and Capricorn of actually taking your beliefs and your hopes and your dreams and turning it into something physical. So this does take physical work, physical steps to reach this higher experience, to reach this abundance that is waiting for you. In order for your dreams to be fulfilled, it has to be something physical, something practical in this real world. And I'm sorry, I wanted to go back because Capricorn is, I said before, it's in your 8th house. And I was saying you have to go through the process and the steps. But Capricorn would actually be in your 6th house. And the 6th house actually is what would deal with the work that needs to be done, the process that needs to go through, the steps that need to be taken. And so this makes a lot of sense. But it does go back to your 6th house where, again, I was talking about the Pisces in reverse, where it has to take physical steps, physical actions. So my guides were giving me the message, but I wanted to clarify that would be your 6th house, where it requires physical steps. It requires practical work that needs to be done to get to those dreams, that fulfillment. And with Mercury here, this is something where it requires, again, this mercurial energy is dealing with Gemini and Virgo. And we talked a lot about how this is about this Gemini experience. And for those of you who have Virgo in your second house, that it is about your security, though. Remember that Venus retrograde will be on the North Node in Gemini, where it is a test of actually what holds worth, what holds value. Where does the security lie in your life? And with this is something where you're going to have to be very mercurial. You're going to have to look at the details. You're going to have to look and see, okay, what actually holds worth, what actually holds value in my life. And that is where the abundance comes from, is when you are fully tapped into what serves you in your life. And the moon is here because, again, this is a time for you to receive great abundance. That this is a culmination. This is a time to allow yourself to receive the full abundance, the full culmination of everything in your life that you have worked for. But again, it comes through these physical steps. It comes through knowing your worth, your value. It comes through being aligned with what truly serves you in your life. So that was your January 2020 horoscope for Leo, Sun, Moon, or Rising. I hope you all enjoyed this, and I will see you in the next video.